lovelies, and welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Big hello to all of my new subscribers, and a welcome back to my current subscribers. Guys, on today's segment of Memories of Macedonia, I'm going to be making something that's very comforting. It's a little chilly out, it's raining, so I feel like comfort food. Guys, I had this recipe way back years ago in Sautéing, and it's something that I go to all the time when I want to have a really good memory, a really good flavor that reminds you of something, and also when I just feel lazy because this really is so easy to do. Guys, what we're making today is koftinja so Graf. Now, koftinja are like little meatballs or little patties. Graf is beans. Now, you've seen me do koftinja or kofte before, so at the end of this video, in the credits, I shall put links to all of those videos so you guys can watch them. Graf is beans. You've seen me do the famous tafche grafche a few times on my channel here, and I shall put the links to those below in the description where it's show more, so you can see how I've made tafche grafche in the past. Now guys, this is a complete different flavor profile than tafche grafche. It does contain different spices, let's just put it that way, and you'll see what I mean when we go ahead and make these. So guys, without further ado, I've yabbered on enough. Let's get in the kitchen and make koftinja so Graf. Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen countertop as usual. Now, the first step is to soak your beans. You preferably should soak your beans overnight. An hour or so would suffice. If you don't want to soak them, it just means your cooking time is going to be longer. I've done it in the past. It's not the end of the world. So I have my beans soaking in here. Guys, as usual, all of the amounts and what I'm using will be below in the description bar. Please click on show more. All right, first step, rinse and soak your beans. Guys, while my beans are soaking, I want to go ahead and get my veggies prepped for the beans. Now the beans are going to be in a broth. It's almost going to be like a soup, a very thick soup. You can make it as brothy or as thick as you like. So what I have here, a couple of leeks. This is the root end. Let's go ahead and remove that. And you only want the whites, so I'm going to take off the greens. Guys, don't throw these away. Save them. You can even chuck them in the freezer. They make excellent stock. You can throw these in with other vegetables, meat, use them in your stock. Or you can do as I do and put them in the compost if you're not going to use them in a stock. So guys, I've said this before and I've harped and harped and harped. Wash your leeks, because sand and grit grow between these leaves. So what I normally do is a couple of ways. I chop them all up and throw them in a colander and rinse them and rinse them and rinse them. Or you can slice this down the middle. And you're going to look in here and you're going to see if there's any dirt. These are actually pretty clean. I'm surprised. So then rinse these really, really good. And then once they're done, we'll chop these up and I'll show you what that looks like. Hey guys, so I've cut up and washed all of my leeks. If you've never used leeks before, please do. There's such a beautiful aroma. They're kind of a cross between an onion and a scallion, but they do have their own unique flavor. I've used those two stalks now. Depending on the size of your leeks, you may or may not need all of them. But don't forget, bear in mind that these do kind of, like onions, they will shrivel and shrink down in the sautéing process. So those are my leeks. Then what I got here are a couple of beautiful peppers. Now guys, I do not use hot peppers in this soup. I just think it takes away from the flavor. I love hot food, you know that. So if you want to add hot peppers, by all means, add hot peppers, but I'm just going to be going ahead with the beautiful sweet shepherd peppers that I have here. Again, I'll just take out the seeds and just chop this up, guys, however you see fit. And I'll bring you back when I've had these cleaned out and chopped up. Okay, guys, I have my peppers and I'm starting to chop them. As I said, chop them however you like, however you see fit. However, they should not be very big pieces. They should be bite-sized pieces. So go ahead. Again, we're going to saute these as well for just a bit, but you don't want a big, huge piece of pepper when you have, you know, beans in there that are smaller. The koftinja, the meatballs, we're going to make them a little bit smaller as well. I mean, they're still going to be a good mouthful. You can make them as big as you like, guys. It's really up to you, but it's up to you. So, all my veg are prepped for the bean portion. Now it's time to concentrate on our koftinja. Hey guys, so here I have my mince. Now what I have is minced beef. This is actually minced steak, and it's quite lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and add what I'm going to spice this with to make our koftinja or kofte. Now the first thing I'm going to add, and everything is in powder form, guys, because we're making small kofte and I don't want any chunks of onion or garlic. So, onion powder, and all the amounts will be below. Guys, I cook by feel. I know how much I'm putting in. Many of you guys know cook by feel too, so just you add what you think. And I also cook by smell. And you over time you get to know how much of an ingredient you have and how much you're going to actually need. I'm going to add garlic butter, or granules actually. Black pepper. To your taste, guys. You know, pepper and salt, things like that, are always to your taste. Add some pink Himalayan salt. You can use, you know, sea salt, obviously. Do not use iodized salt, guys. And then we're going to add just a very small amount of paprika. Guys, like I said, this dish is different than Graf. We don't want it to be too rosy in color at the end of the day. In here, it's okay in your meat mixture. And then I'm going to add some dried mint. Guys, this recipe is not the time to use fresh mint. You don't want to be chewing on leaves. Save that for something fresh like a salad. So dried mint goes in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a bit of a mix. Now, you can add some hot chili pepper flakes to this if you like. Which I will probably add just a few, not into the bean mixture, guys. So again, if you want to, you can use hot peppers. I said that before, but I'm going to add just a few hot chili pepper flakes to this, and I'm going to mix these together, and I'll show you when I start to make my kofte. Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and make my kofte. When it comes to making your kofte, you're going to want about a golf ball size piece of meat in your hand. Guys, you know how to make a meatball. roll it into a ball, and then just pat it down until you get like a little mini patty. Now we are going to grill these, so they will shrink a bit. So you can make them larger than you think you want them. So go ahead, continue making your kofte, your koftinja. Simple, guys. I'm going to continue with these, and I'll bring you back when they're all formed. Hey guys, so my little koftinja are all done. They're like little patties this time. Now you can make them into football shapes, into meatballs. It's up to you. Guys, I just wanted to mention, you can use any meat you want in these koftinja. You can use beef, chicken, turkey, lamb, pork, a mixture, a combo. It's completely up to you. If you wanted to do this completely vegetarian, you can grill some cremini mushrooms instead. Okay, so now next thing we're going to do is we're going to put these in the grill pan. You can use a frying pan, of course, and that's the next step, and then we'll put them aside, and I'll show you how that looks. Hey guys, so I have my grill pan very, very lightly oiled. If you have lean meat, you may need to add some grease. If your meat is more fatty, you may not have to. Just gonna go ahead, place my koftinja in on a medium-low heat. Guys, you don't want to have these cooked all the way through because they're gonna cook further later on with the beans. So let these go, and then I'll show you when we take them out. Hey guys, so my koftinja are done. I'm going to take them off the pan, set them aside. They smell incredible. They look great, huh? And I will continue with my next little batch. I'll bring you back when everything's done, and we'll start on the beans. Alright guys, in my pot here, I have some butter and olive oil. You can use just vegetable oil if you prefer, but the butter really is nice with the leeks. In go the leeks. Saute for about 5 to 6 minutes until softened, and I'll bring you back. At this point, guys, my leeks are getting soft, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and add my peppers. We just want to saute these with the leeks for about another 5 minutes, just until they get just slightly tender. So now guys, your peppers and leeks should start becoming very soft. Well, not very soft, but becoming soft. If you are wondering if it's soft enough, take a pepper, try it. It should be tender crisp, not very crispy and not mush. At this point, you know you're ready to go. What I'm going to do is add a bit of chopped dried garlic. You can add fresh garlic at this point if you like. Guys, I'm going to tell you a secret. Sometimes I make this during the week, and even if I don't have a pepper or leeks, I use just like an onion. I use canned beans, and I will use store-bought meatballs. You can do that, guys, but it's all in the flavor, which I'm showing you, and I will show you. So guys, that's in the garlic. I'm gonna add my soaked beans. To which I'm gonna add some hot water. Now guys, the water depends on how soupy or thick you want this. It should be in between, guys. It shouldn't be soupy and it shouldn't be thick. It should be somewhere in between, almost like a gravy, if you will. But I do like mine a little bit more soupy, so we'll see how it goes. It's your kitchen. I'm just giving you the guidelines, guys, on how to make this recipe. How you decide to have it end up is up to you. I want to give you the flavor profiles, make sure it tastes good and tastes authentic, but the ultimate end is up to you. So I'm going to add some more hot water to this, guys. We're going to let this come to a boil and cook our beans. Notice I am not adding any salt elements at all. If you add salt to beans when they're raw beans, they will become tough. The skins will become tough and the insides will break apart on you. So I'm not adding any salt at this point. So I'm going to add some more hot water from my kettle, and we'll bring you back when this comes to a boil. Alright guys, so the amount of water that you add to the beans depends. You may need to add a little bit more as they cook. But my beans are cooking. It smells so good. And all it is are the leeks, peppers, beans, butter, and olive oil. And they're starting to slowly get soft. Ooh, they're hot. So at this point, what you can do now is go ahead and add some flavoring. But we're going to season this a bit now. Guys, it's not tapche grafche. It's supposed to be a little bit more pale. So just a bit of paprika. For this size pot, that's all I need. And again, all the amounts will be below. And then some Vegeta. We're going to give this a mix. And as you can see, it's a pale rosy kind of color, not very dark. And we're going to let this simmer some more until the beans get even softer. At this point, what makes this bean dish so different is the addition, again, of some mint. And we'll add some more later to freshen it up. I have some dried mint. Guys, as I said, this isn't the time to use fresh mint. Rub it between your palms to release the essentials. And we'll let this go and simmer with the beans until they're very soft. And I'll bring you back at that point, guys. Smells great in here. Alright guys, so at this point my beans are nice and soft, and I can smell all of the aromas that we've added in. Gorgeous looking So I'm going to go ahead and add in my koftinja. Gentle. And this will not take long. We just want to heat these through because the beans are somewhat soft now. They're pretty soft. Adding in the koftinja. Guys, I'm going to have this on a low simmer. Heat this through. And I'll bring you back when we're all done. So guys, the koftinja are cooking with the beans. And at this point you want to give it a taste. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan, but you can use sea salt, of course. And the major component of this meal, or this bean dish, is the mint. So you may want to, or you need to, go ahead and add some more mint. Now, the mint is to your taste. We've already added some in. But, as I said, it's a major component of this bean dish. Now we're going to just let this, as I said, simmer, heat through, and then we'll serve it up. Hey guys, my koftinja so Graf is all done. I'm just plating up. We have those beautiful koftinja. Gorgeous beans are nice and soft. You can smell the mint. I'm just going to serve this up with some nice crusty bread and possibly some cheese on the side. Guys, this is it. Try it. You're going to love it. It's absolutely fantastic, especially in the cold weather. And I'll tell you, it's even refreshing in the summer because of that mint. So try it year round. Guys, there'll be a few pics to follow. My Facebook page will be below, so please check that out. Like, please share. I love all your comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so if you feel that I have a great channel here. And it takes a second. We'll see you next time on the Memories of Macedonia with the Euro Cooking Canuck. Ciao for now.